Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing the daily reading for Friday, February 19th, 2021. And today is a day that's ruled by the solar plexus chakra and guided by self-generation. And the galactic signature of today is the blue lunar hand energy. And so the blue hand energy is all about knowing, accomplishment, and healing. And so we're looking at all of the different ways that we utilize our hands today, both metaphorically and literally speaking. What is it that we're building? What is it that we're generating, that we're creating, that we're accomplishing today? What is it that we are building? And there's a quote in here that I really like. It says, "When we bring peace to all that we do, everything becomes an act of healing. Let us express our artistry, craft, and skills as a means to uplift ourselves, our community, and our environment." And so it's very much that energy of accomplishing today, of what it is, how we can utilize our hands, how we can utilize our gifts and our skills in order to create something beautiful that is beneficial both in our own lives and also in the collective whole. The healing vibe is very much a part of this blue hand energy as well. So seeking out healing in ourselves today, seeking out to be a healing force and a guiding hand in other people's lives today. And when we have this lunar tone, that brings an interesting element because that is the tone of Challenge. And for those who are wondering, I am spelling things out just because I have had some issues with my videos, and I think that there are words that are being Flagged. So I do have my Intuitive Insights, my sister channel with my friend Kayla, linked in the description box below, as well as my social media. If you guys want to follow me, just in case there continues to be confusion that is unresolved as of right now. Just as a PRECAUTION. It's a good thing that I am spelling comes pretty easily to me. Otherwise this might be challenging. But there we go. There's another one that I probably should have spelled out. But that's all right. We're going with it, and we're just allowing and trusting that things will happen as they're meant to. But yes, this lunar tone. And so this is really with the lunar tone. It's looking at anywhere today where in our accomplishments, in our projects, right, creative projects, anything that we're wanting to gain a sense of accomplishment around, to bring to completion, to bring to fruition, anywhere where we feel OPPOSITION to that today, anywhere where we're being presented with CHALLENGESs, we can look at that as an opportunity to understand something more deeply, to look at what's coming up around that, and then to move through that energy. And we may very well be experiencing that today. The affirmation for today is, I polarize in order to know, stabilizing, healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the lunar tone of CHALLENGE. I am guided by the power of self-generation. So yeah, looking at all of those CHALLENGESs as opportunities to grow, as opportunities to learn something more about ourselves, and to work through that energy so that we can grow. STRONGER. Now we have the astrology for today. And today isn't too crazy as far as the astrology goes. We have the moon that just moved into Gemini. So this is a very sociable energy. This is a very talkative energy. We're going to be drawn to commune with people, to share ideas and perspectives, to learn. It's a very busy mental energy in our emotional nature today. And so we are going to be emotionally fulfilled if we are able to be learning and growing and sharing and exchanging thoughts and ideas today. We still have Mercury in conjunction with Jupiter and Saturn. So we're still moving through that energy, and Mercury is in its final day of retrograde. It will station direct tomorrow. And so this is like a wrap up of our Mercury retrograde season. We are, of course, going to have the post shadow as Mercury moves back across the sky to where it was when the retrograde began. And so that's going to be that period of wrapping up. But we're really today beginning to feel that as far as the intensity of the retrograde cycle goes, like that wrapping up. And so we can really look at where our perspective has shifted. What have we seen from a different view, from a different lens, from a different angle during this retrograde? And with that conjunction, especially with Saturn, Mercury, we're being asked to internalize the lessons of that, to really internalize the growth and look at, now that we have this different perspective, what is that asking us? How is that asking us to shift? How is that asking us to reorganize our reality in order to better express and be integrity with what we've learned about ourselves, with what we've learned about our beliefs, our ideals, our faith, our world in general, and the ways that it's working for and supporting us and the ways that it's not. And this energy, of course, being supported by that Saturn square Uranus energy as well. And if you guys didn't check out that video, I highly suggest that you do. It's a big energy that we're working with throughout 2021. We do have the Sun square Moon today. We also have, let's see here. We have Mercury squaring Uranus as well. And we have, as well as Saturn. And we also have, there's another square going on here, Mars square Venus. And so it's a lot of those tension aspects today. This is why I said that lunar tone may very well come into play. And so we want to just be observant of what's coming up, where we're feeling FRICTION, where it is that things are perhaps not feeling like they're coming into alignment, and what that's showing us or teaching us, and how we can practice patience and acceptance around these things. Today is very much a day where we may just kind of have to pull back, do some breathing, relax, and just allow whatever's coming up to come up around anywhere where we are feeling blocked. This could have to do with relationships. This could have to do with finances. This could have to do with creative projects, communication, so many different things. So just going and relaxing into the flow of that energy. And I'm really enjoying this Thoth Tarot deck. So we're going to pull a couple cards from this. Clear. What energies do we have for today? What energies, what guidance do we have for today? February 19th, 2021. And so we have completion coming up. And so this is a great energy to be experiencing right now when we have all of this. Oh, it's really interesting the way that they made this circle, because this is the Four of Wands, but the way it looks like there's way more than four, the way that they laid those out on top of each other. That's really fascinating and interesting. I like that. And so it's really looking at, and this, with this blue hand energy, this is excellent, because this is something that we're being called to do with the energy today, is completion around projects, completion around goals. It's things coming full circle today. And then we have abundance coming out, Three of Cups. We have prudence, and this would be the Eight of Pentacles. And then we have victory, the Six of Wands. All right, this is beautiful energy for today. So completion, something coming full circle, and the abundance of that coming in. Abundance, victory. So for many people, this could be a career. I'm definitely feeling that. Whether this is an aspect of your career, whether like a promotion or something coming through. For some of you, this is an emotional journey. For some of you, this is a spiritual journey. I mean, we have the cups, we have the pentacles, and we have the wands all out on the table. So we have all of those different elements. So this could vary, and it's really nothing exists in a vacuum, right? So it's all connected, and one begets the other. So we're really seeing how this is like completion and abundance coming through on all levels. And if the abundance hasn't come through yet, then the completion is what is going to move you forward as far as the abundance goes. This is completion. I'm also feeling stability. I'm feeling, for people who have maybe been in a space where they weren't experiencing a lot of stability, just experiencing more of that now, beginning to feel that on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, on a financial and a physical level. But with this prudence card, it's like we want to continue. Spirit wants us to know that like we are beginning to see some of the fruits of our labels, our labels, our labors, right? But we have to continue to put the work in. This is not the time to rest and sit back on our laurels because things are going well. This is the time to continue to strive and continue to build. Once again, calling in that blue hand energy. It's like nothing is ever completed, right? We keep moving, we keep going, we keep growing. And so just a reminder to continue to do that, to not become complacent, and to choose wisely, to choose our actions wisely, to choose our next steps wisely. But to know that like beautiful things are growing and are still in the process. Like it's like I see it as sort of like the shoots coming up through the snow or through the grass, and like they're beginning. It's like springtime, right? We're beginning to move into spring. We're not quite there yet, but we're moving into it. And so that's the feeling of this. It's like keep watering those. Just because the plants started to sprout and grow and flower doesn't mean that we stop watering it. Doesn't mean that we stop giving it sunshine and all the nurturing that it needs. We want to continue to do that. And we want to do it maybe now more even than before. Because when you plant a seed, you water it and you walk away. But there's a little bit more tending that happens once it starts to bloom and blossom. And so we want to tend to that carefully, and we want to tend to that with the best of intentions. And then we have, oh, this is interesting. We have the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords coming out. All right. And that is Creuelty is the word that this deck uses for the Nine of Swords. So this is possibly some energy coming towards us that is not necessarily the best. Let's get some more energy on this. Let's get some more. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords. These cards are slippery, so sometimes a lot of them slip out. So far, that's the only thing about this deck that is not amazing. All right, there we go. All right, so we have the Princess of Wands coming out for the Nine of Swords. All right, tell me more. I'm feeling like somebody doing something or saying something in the heat of passion that they wish that they could take back. And remember, with this Venus square Mars energy today, that is something that we want to be aware of. And then we have Defeat and the Emperor. And the Emperor did come out reversed. And I'm going to leave that. And so, yeah, I'm feeling as though somebody doing or saying something in the heat of passion, or for some people not doing or saying something that they wish that they had, one way or another. And I mean, if we neglect to do something, I mean, that can be an easier energy to navigate sometimes, because then we don't have to go back and fix it. If we do something and then we regret it, that energy can be a bit more difficult to navigate, because then we have to go back and we have to make that situation. Either way, we have to make it right. I feel like, yeah, this is either, I feel like somebody acting, though, is the main energy that I'm feeling here. From this place of passion, and perhaps like a little bit of an immature, like a reactive kind of energy. And then feeling really bad about it. And realizing it's like, they feel like it took them out of their power. Whatever was said, whatever was done, it was like they were not in their power when they said or did it. And perhaps it was a reaction to feeling triggered by this process of not feeling disempowered. That energy coming through. Tell me more about this. And then we have the Three of Wands, Virtue, and we have the Magician. And so what I'm feeling is, whatever the situation is, and this may be something happening today, right? Because this is, sometimes we're reading past energies, but these are daily readings, and they are timeless in the extent that whenever you find this is the time you were meant to find it. But I'm feeling like this may be a warning for some people of possibilities for today too. So take that into consideration. This is why we want to be really careful. The things that we say, the way that we want to respond instead of REACT. But yeah, there is absolutely, I feel like, a way to mend this energy with this Three of Wands, which is virtue in this deck, and this Magician energy, which is all about it's kind of like gaining the power back sort of energy. Yeah, tell me more. All right, we have the Princess of Discs. And we have the Hanged Man. Yeah. So this is kind of like waiting, is what I feel like. Because the Three of Wands already is sort of a card of waiting. And then we also have the Princess of Discs, which is... they have princesses in this deck. They're similar to pages, right? So this is like a slow-moving energy. A slow-moving offer or message, maybe. And so I feel as though you're being guided to really be patient and to slow down, to pause, right? The Hanged Man can be a pause. It can also be the energy of sacrifice. It can also be the energy of a shift in perspective. So be able to, it's sort of like, I feel like we're being guided to really slow ourselves down today. Especially when it comes to our responses in REACTIONs. Like we want to ensure that we are seeing from a balanced perspective. And so with Mercury in its final day of retrograde, like give it at least a few more days. You know, be patient with a situation. There may be some situation where we're feeling impatience right now. And that impatience is leading us to act in a way that is a little bit RECKLESS, and could possibly bring drama, and we don't want that. And so we want to move into this energy, this energy of sort of waiting and being patient, and really figuring out with this Magician energy. I'm feeling too, like figuring out exactly what it is that we want out of the person, out of the situation, and just seeing the different situations, seeing like, also factoring into the equation, like what am I giving in this situation, right? And really bringing it back to our side of things as well. And just looking at everything from all sides and all angles before moving forward. I also feel additionally that this here is saying that somebody's manifestation is in the process of coming to fruition. It's just happening very slowly. Right? And so this could be this energy up here too, right? It's like there is a cycle, there is a completion and a harvest coming, but that energy may be coming slowly. And so while we're waiting for that harvest, we want to remain really even keeled. We want to make sure that we're not popping off, that we're not saying or doing anything that we're going to regret later, out of impatience, out of frustration, out of fear, out of any of those energies. We want to stay really centered and calm in our empowerment, in our knowing, and just allow for this to come through in the timing that it's meant to come through, because there are things in the works here. And for some people where this is a situation that already happened, this reactive situation, you're being guided to be patient and to really set your intentions into motion about how you want to mend this situation, how you want to shift that energy, and to look within yourself first of all to shift that energy. Look within and out. That will also assist in it shifting without. But there is, like, if you want to go forward, if you want to make an apology, if you want to make an offer, it's not quite time for that yet, but it is time to really get centered in setting the intentions. Like, before you go ahead and do that, you want to have very clear intentions of how you want that, what it is that you're trying to portray, what it is that you're trying to do. Are you actually ready to take the actions to improve the situation rather than just apologizing, right? Because apology without action is meaningless. Like, we want to be able to bring the meaning into that. So you want to really understand and get to a place of clarity, and maybe even visualize the conversation or the interaction ahead of time, and going in the smoothest and the most harmonious way. And then we have the Empress, and this is a new cycle, right? This is a very positive card, a very beneficial card of harvest with the Sun, right? So this is like everything's going to work out okay. With these two cards together, this is this gorgeous cycle in the top here. Like, this is harmony, this is blessings, this is beauty, this is a whole new cycle of creation. So that's what's coming. That's beautiful energy. It's just like, take your time getting there and make sure that you are coming from the most aligned place, from the most centered place, from the place of highest intention. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have worry. And try not to worry excessively. Just release that worry. Don't think about like all the ways. I feel like for some people, it's almost like thinking about all the ways that a situation could go wrong, especially if this is a situation that you're wanting to approach but you haven't approached yet, is going to manifest that energy. So you want to get out of that energy. You want to really visualize things going well, things going right, really fully set your intentions and move forward from that place of balance and integrity. Any final cards? We have the Ace of Wands. All right. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. So this is an incredible new cycle that is getting ready to begin, right? This is passion. This is romance. This is healing. This is creativity. This is all of the goodness. And so this is the cycle that is coming if we are willing to be patient, and if we are willing to set the clear intentions and to move slowly and cautiously and calmly with integrity towards what it is that we're wanting to have manifest in our lives. And really see and understand all sides of a situation, understand our own motivations and intentions, and then work from the highest expression of those. All right, I feel, and then the Lovers was ended on the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling. So for some people, there's definitely a romance situation involved here as well. There's a lot of different things. For some people, this is romance. For some people, this is career, projects, relationships, family. It could be, there's just this energy in general just playing out in a bunch of different ways for a bunch of different people is what I'm feeling here. And any decisions we're making, we're being, of course, guided to make them from the heart. All right, I love you guys so very, very much. I appreciate you so very, very much. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Comment down below. Let me know how today's going for you, how this resonated for you. If you like this video, share, subscribes. All of that stuff does help the channel to continue to grow so these messages get out to everyone who's meant to hear them, although, of course, we trust that everyone who's meant to will. My email is down below as well with a description of the services that I offer. As I said, so please reach out to me if you would like a personal reading, and energy healing, any of the different things that I do that can be very, very helpful as we navigate this process here. And there are also links below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. I love you. I appreciate you. I will talk to you soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful Friday.